Welcome back to the Flaming Eyeball Farm. At this point, I think I am up to date on videos. So you should be starting to see videos as they're done. So we're going to be trying to keep up to date. It's a lot of work to do a lot of videos, plus get the actual work done that we need to do, because when you're filming and trying to show what it is that you're doing, it usually doubles the amount of time that it takes to do a particular task. One of my next projects is I bought some watering nipples that go on a 5-gallon bucket. You just drill a hole and kind of screw them in, and we'll see how that works. I may or may not use those yet because the chickens are doing fine with the watering systems that we have out there right now. So we'll see if I use those at this point. But one of the things that I did get was I got these watering cups. I got them from the Urban Aviary. They finally came in. They were taking forever to get in because they were on back order with all the virus and everything, and shipping has been slowed, production has been slowed, things like that. But I finally got them in, and so I'm going to try and put these in the cages, in the quail cages, and we'll see how they work. The idea is that you can, let me show you this. So the way these work is that you'll run a hose into here from a bucket or something like that. Basically, you create your own water tower by putting a bucket on top of your cages, and then the hose goes into here. And then as the cup fills up, with water, it goes down and shuts off the flow of water. It's got a little valve inside there. So it's got a little valve inside there, and as it goes down, it shuts off the water. So then the quail can get in there and they can drink the water, and as it lightens up, it lets more water in and then shuts it off as it goes back down. So I'll set these up in the cages. Right now the quail are so tiny that they're just using the quart water container with the little trough in their house. So that's where we are now. So this is the next project, probably, is setting up the watering system in the quail cages. I've got the quail hutch outside ready to go. I don't know exactly how long the quail are going to be in the brooder, but they'll be in there for, you know, at least a week or so. So I've got a few days to get these done. So yeah, so harvesting a lot on the farm too, getting a lot of pickles. Well, we're gonna make pickles out of the cucumbers that we've harvested. Harvesting a lot of jalapenos and cucumbers and tomatoes, and we have one potato plant growing. The squash bugs have finally taken out some of our squash plants, so that's unfortunate. No matter how much I was out there, because, you know, I don't use chemicals or anything, so no matter how much I was out there, they were just eating them up all the time. We do have a couple of plants out there that are still producing fruit, so we're, you know, hoping they can hang on a little bit longer. The watermelon are doing really good. We've gotten some watermelon out there that are probably about this big now, so that should be fun when those come in. So that's where we are now, and I think this afternoon I'm going to try and work on the pickles. I did some dill pickles last week, and I'm going to do some bread and butter pickles this week coming up, or probably today, with a mix. And then I'll work on the watering systems, and as the quail progress, we'll get them outside into the quail hutch, and I've got to run power out there so I can get lights out there, and in about 10 weeks we should have quail eggs. In the meantime, we're hoping that all the rest of the chickens start laying eggs pretty soon, because we've got one or two, I think we've got two, because we're getting 2 different sized eggs on a fairly consistent basis now. So I think we've got at least 2 that are laying, and once the other 12 start laying, then it's just going to be that much better. So we'll have a lot of eggs. A lot of work to do a farm just on this little tiny farm that we have to raise just the chickens and the quail and the little tiny garden. We don't even raise enough food to feed ourselves. It's all supplemental food. So if we were raising enough food to feed ourselves, we'd be doing a lot more work, and I'd probably have to retire to do the farm. So yeah, it takes a lot of time, a lot of work, and it's a constant thing. It never stops. But hey, that's how it is. So I guess at this point we don't have a greenhouse or anything, so we won't be working it during the winter, but during the off months we'll be doing some other things to prepare the ground, prepare the soil, make sure the coverings are good and things like that. So anyway, that's how it is, and I think we're up to date on the Flaming Elbow farm. So remember to like, subscribe, and tell your friends about it. I mean, I'm just a little tiny farm here, and we're just having fun with this, trying to film it for people. If it helps you, then let me know in the comments below. And until next time.